Good morning. I'm Karen Taradis with Social U, and it is time for What's Up Wednesday, where we come to you live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central to talk about social media tips, tricks, and trends. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. We're talking about most of this month. We're talking about content and what do you do when you don't know what to do, or what do you do when you're on vacation, or what do you do when you're just tapped out. Well, today we're going to talk about what to post when you really don't know what to post, and how to stay consistent without overthinking everything, which of course happens. Small business owners, nonprofits, is bound to happen. So let's go ahead and jump in. Writer's block is real, so real. And it's real for social media, I think, in particular, because you just get burned out and you feel like, oh, I've posted that before. Oh, I've said that before. And chances are you probably have. However, your audience may be seeing it for the first time. And you just have to kind of bear in mind that your audience is seeing it for the first time. So it's okay to repeat. It's okay to reinforce some of those messages. It's totally okay. And it's not just about, seriously, it's not just about lacking ideas, because that does happen. But sometimes you just feel overwhelmed or burned out, and with a constant need for fresh content. So first and foremost, let's talk about 10 tricks to get past writer's block. And then I'm going to give you some suggestions for permanent content that you can use all the time. So first and foremost, change your environment. Do something different, physical, digital. If physical, change your workspace, work from home, work in your office, go to a coffee shop, do something a little bit different. Because sometimes just seeing something or someone can spark ideas and put you going in a different direction. Digital, close unnecessary tabs, turn off notifications, don't distract yourself. You can even log out, horror of horrors, log out of your social media so that you can't be bothered, so that you can really focus on what you're doing. One of my favorite things to do is brainstorm, where you just get it all out of your head. So just start writing. There's no judgment. You're just writing everything down, and then you can go back later and look at what you've done, so that you know, oh, this will work, this won't work. And that's okay. Just jot down your thoughts. The goal is really to get the ideas kind of flowing, not perfection, just done. Doesn't matter if it's messy, just finish. You can also do this by recording. So if you think best in the car, I do. I get some of my best ideas while I'm driving or in the shower, weirdly. So if that's you and that's your thing, then definitely record it instead of writing everything down. Do what works for you, because the fewer obstacles there are to completion, the more likely you are to get it done. Just saying. Okay. So next thing, repurpose existing content. Some of your content that's out there is outstanding. And we're going to talk very much in detail about that next week, about how to repurpose your existing content. So come back to me next week. We'll talk about that more. But there's a good chance you have some really good stuff out there already. Look at old blog posts, old webinars, old slides, old presentations, and see what you can share. Testimonials, and even some successful social media posts. You don't want to post it necessarily in the same 3 to 6 month period, but something from 6 months ago, you 100% can. Break down long form content into bite-sized pieces, quotes, infographics, shorts. Again, we're going to get into that next week. Leverage trending topics. You have to know what the trending topics are. So sadly, I hate to say this out loud, Twitter is a good platform to listen to find out what's happening right now. But TikTok, all the trends and sounds start on TikTok. So if you're, I haven't been on TikTok, get on TikTok. You don't have to participate. You can just lurk, but just scroll and get some ideas. It's a great way to kind of get the creative juices flowing too. Because this happens to me all the time. I'll see something, I'm like, we could totally use that. Find a way to creatively relate that sound or that trend or that challenge to your content, your business, your industry, and that way it can give you a timely boost. Be sure to listen to your audience and competitors. What's your audience asking you? What do your followers want to know? Check your DMs, check your comments. It will help guide you. Competitors, I don't love looking at competitors. I don't, because I honestly believe everybody's different. You respond to things differently. You get different ideas for content. And I also feel like there's enough for everybody. There's enough businesses in a 50-mile radius of where I am right now for every single social media manager in Birmingham to have work all day. So it's, I mean, and FOMO's real. People get all kinds of imposter syndrome. Just, I don't encourage checking out the competition unless that works for you. But glancing at it once in a while is okay, but don't get locked down. Use AI to generate ideas. ChatGPT, Gemini, it works. To just kind of ask it. Uh, Ask how, what's trending in my industry? What are 10 topics that are trending in my industry? And you can take one of those topics and translate it into a blog or a post or another list. It's just a great place to start your brainstorm. I'm not saying let AI do it, but AI is a good research tool to get you started. Ask your audience directly. If you want to know what they want to know, ask them. It works. They'll tell you what they want to know. Just share that information so that you can, share that information with everyone. Because chances are, if one person wants to know, more people want to know. And you want to make sure you're asking like an open-ended question, a poll, a quiz. Those work really well. Or what's your biggest challenge? What's your biggest obstacle? What's your preferred? Open-ended. Batch content creation. This really, really works for us on Wednesdays when we're all in the office. That's when we come together and we record our clips, our reels, our shorts. This is when we do that because this is when we're together. But it also forces me to be prepared because I know we're doing this on Wednesdays to get ready for Wednesday. So I have the content list, I have the information list, I have it all ready to go because I know I have to be prepared for Wednesdays. So that being said, excuse me, it helps me get ready to batch. And we can knock out, depending on how focused I am, we can knock out between 3 and 15 video clips on a Wednesday. Yeah, it's a broad scale, and all me. Like if I'm not focused, nothing's getting done. So yeah, me. Also, you want to schedule that time for yourself. Our day is Wednesday. You have to do what works for you. Seek outside perspectives. I ask my team constantly, what do you think about this? What can we talk about next month? And several of our team members, Michaela in particular, that's a skill she has. If I'm dry, because we've been doing lives for years, and I get to the point where I'm like, I don't have anything else. I've talked about everything under the sun. Michaela has a good way, Jaden did too, about presenting the information where it's newer, and there's a different twist to it so that it's content that people want to hear. So ask your colleagues, your frienders, your team so that you have a good idea about what they're thinking, because you don't have to do it by yourself. Consider joining online communities or forums. There are all kinds of, I'm sure, regardless of your industry, there's a ton of other people in the same industry that are interested in what you're doing. Prioritize self-care and break when you need to. Sometimes you got to step away from it. And I've had those days where I'm like, yep, I'm out. I need like an hour. I need to eat lunch. I need to step away. Especially if you're feeling overwhelmed, and engage in activities that recharge you, whether that's a book, a book, music, movie, whatever it is, exercise, whatever you need to do to kind of take that break you need. And these are all strategies that can help you overcome writer's block and kind of get you engaging in a more effective way. Okay, so content ideas when you're out of ideas. And these are, how many did I come up with? 16, go me. These are 16 different ideas about just different content that you can use that will work pretty much anytime, all the time. All the time, most of the time. Okay, I'm just going to run through them real quick. Holiday countdowns. One of our team members, Jason's counting down to Christmas already, which I don't love. Don't love that. But it works for him. And if you're a retailer, it will work for you. Counting down to Christmas is a real thing, especially once September hits, because should be in your Christmas planning mode now, so you can launch it in September. Or you can also highlight very specific days. Again, if you sell hot dogs, you need to know National Hot Dog Day. If you're a nonprofit, you need to know National Nonprofit Day. It's August 17th, by the way. So you need to know what applies to you. So you can go to National Day of calendar, and it will tell you how it breaks down into months, weeks, days. It's very effective. Number 2, how-to videos or graphics, super effective. Especially those do really well for us because a lot of times people need to see to understand. You can't just tell them, okay, log in here, pull this down, third option down on the left. They need to see it. So a how-to graphic or how-to video can be super effective. Testimonials, you can take a testimonial and like literally do a screen grab and put it on a graphic. You can take pieces of a testimonial. You can do testimonial video. There's all kinds of things you can do. Highlight your team, highlight your vendors. It's always great to highlight your team and recognize their anniversaries, their accomplishments, call them out. Behind the scenes, people like behind the scenes. They feel like they're seeing behind the curtain. Most of our behind the scenes are bloopers because that's what we do in the office. We record, and a lot of it's just silly. We messed up, which is totally okay. Industry announcements, if something's happening in your industry, like I heard about a new scam this morning that's pretty popular where people are, that robot CAPTCHA thing where it asks you to fill out the CAPTCHA. Scammers, hackers are using that. So if you get a message that says, uh-oh, we ran into an error, that's a hacker, and shut it down. Turn your computer off, get offline immediately. Just don't complete the process. User-generated content, there is just content gold in user-generated content. You just have to look for it, check your notifications, and make sure that you're reusing that content effectively. Go back and look at previous events, previous highlights, and use them again. It's totally okay we had this killer event that we did a year ago, 2 years ago. Here's a highlight. Those work. Polls or surveys or questions, which I talked about previously. Infographics, you can change a list into infographic pretty easily thanks to Canva. Quotes, humor, sneak peek into what's coming for you guys. Lives, not everybody wants to be live. I do get that. It can be super stressful, but they do work. The stats for lives are actually pretty good. Contest or giveaway, and myth busting. Like popular, something we dispel constantly. You don't have to be all things to all people. You absolutely do not have to be on every single platform at the same time. It's not necessary. So just a few content ideas, 16, that you can use. We always change our lives into a blog. So if you just want the list, go look at the website and check our blog for the list. That is it for me. Join us next week where I give you some more specifics on how to recycle content, because absolutely, you can absolutely do that. Okay, thank you guys. Until next week, I'm Karen Taradas with Social You, and I'm here to help. Thanks.